leave us to stay. But a few weeks ago, you told us these were foreigners. You people are crazy, honestly, in this OG. Black people. Child, God fuck. I don't know how I met this place open. I don't know how I met them. This OG, God for people. In broad daylight, they want to change the narrative. They came to my house to kill me. Yesterday was my parents' memorial. As a result, my parents are dead. I lost 28 men in my house, in my compound. Everybody saw the video. They saw that army came to kill me in that same country, in that same zoo. They are peddling the false narrative that I jumped bail. And some people are even listening to them. A journalist, a Yoruba woman, is talking such rubbish. The world has gone crazy. There are no good people in the world anymore. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, look at how Fulani is playing ping pong with our brain. You brought cattle into my farm. You raped my mother, you abducted my sister, you killed my father in a farm. And I'm telling you, you can no longer stay in that farm anymore. You're a terrorist and you're a murderer. And you turn around and tell me, everybody has right to be everywhere. Did I not warn you before? That is what they will say. They will bring Britain in. And I'm warning Yorubas today. They will come to your land. They will take your forest. Britain will step in and tell you, you are all Nigerians. And I'm telling you, that one Nigeria you were defending before is going to kill you. It will kill you. One Nigeria. One Nigeria. They are building their settlement in your forest. Under one, because they are Nigerians, you cannot ask them to go. Britain will come and tell you, oh, but where do you want them to go? Where do you want them to go? Then you are all Nigerians, live in peace, multi-ethnicity, multiculturalism, multi-rubbish. And then you are all gone and your land is finished. Anybody preaching one Nigeria is a demented animal. Anybody who says, oh, let us try and save the world, that person is a fool. I challenge them to a debate anytime, any day. I will demolish them. What did Shoyinka say? Shoyinka said, the war has come to us. I want to play it for you so you will understand what I'm saying. People don't actually reason or think properly. These are defenders of one Nigeria. It was Shoyinka that helped to bring that idiot called Buhari into power in the first place. Although the baboon is dead. Shoyinka was telling him he was speaking grammar. English, and both those with meaning and those without meaning. After all that grammar, what happened? I want to play for you what the man said. I want to play so you can listen and listen very well. Exactly what I said many years ago. They said he's a warmonger. He's mongering for war. What he's saying is not true. He did not see the war. If you had seen the war, because I did not see the war, I should die as a slave in the zoo. I want to play that the world may listen. These are the so-called intelligentsia intellectual. At the end of the day, behind all this grammar is emptiness. There is nothing in it. Absolutely nothing. That is devoid of common sense. When we were telling them, they said, no. Now listen, please, very, very carefully. Listen.
What do they expect of us now?
Who are us?
Now that this war is on our doorstep. Of course they have.
What did he say? Shoyinka, Wele Shoyinka, a Nobel laureate said, the war is on our doorstep. Who brought the war? People in this, how do you do this? Who brought the war that Wele Shoyinka is talking about? He was in his house. And he likes a bit of cucumber and carrot and cabbage for salad. Those of us that have boarded aircraft before, we like a bit of salad. So in your back garden, you put carrots, in your backyard. His carrot was clashing with the Fulani cattle. They came and they ate his carrot and his cabbage. And he speaks English. He is saying that they brought the war to my house. Who brought the war? I want to ask Yoruba people working for Facebook, those of you idiots and channels, I want to ask you, who brought the war to Shoyinka's compound? Fulani headsmen, Miyetiana. And all of you are there dancing around the truth. When you see the truth, you keep massaging, romancing lies. What did Shoyinka tell BBC?
So what do they expect of us now? Now that this war is on our doorstep, of course, there has got to be civil mobilization. And if we keep waiting for this to be centrally handled, we're all going to become, if we're not already, slaves in our...
We are going to become what? Slaves in our own land, according to Sheikh. Was this not what I was saying since, God knows when, 2012, 2013? He's a warmonger. Don't get him the kind, he's a warmonger, he's a terrorist, they ban him, do this to this. The same people, the same intellectuals, because the intellectuals are those from the East. Have you heard him? Have you heard him? He never saw these things coming until Fulani Mietiala cattle started to eat his cabbage and his lettuce, salad. When he got up in the morning, he could no longer make salad. There was no carrot, nothing. He started complaining. They have brought the work to me. The same thing we were saying, and they said castigate, hang them, kill them, shoot them at sight. This is what I call the idiocy of a one Nigerianist. I have never seen anybody championing or defending the cause of one Nigeria that is correct mentally. For you to come out to defend one Nigeria, it means your brain is not okay. Your brain is not correct. Your brain is not correct. Let us listen to him a bit more, please, so you can hear and understand what he's saying.
So what do they expect of us now? Now that this war is on our doorstep, of course, there has got to be civil mobilization. And if we keep waiting for this to be centrally handled, we're all going to become, if we're not already, slaves in our land. That for me is personally intolerable. It's not an acceptable condition. And whatever it takes, I stand ready to contribute in any way. And I've made my government understand this. We are here not just to live, but to live in dignity. Right now, our dignity is being rubbished. My forest has been taken over. It's been shrinking. My normal hunting grounds, yes, it's been shrinking. My family tells me that if I go in depth again, they will have me institutionalized.
What would you be expecting from the president?
Are you listening to Bonesho Ika? At least white people listen to him. He's a Nobel laureate, they listen to him. He is saying, if we are not already slaves in our land, what did I tell you people many years ago? What did I tell you only last month? You will become slaves in your own land. As you're busy looking at one Nigeria, busy considering 2023, your land is going. Your land is going. You're following Tinubu, your land is going. Child, but black people, may Elohim have mercy upon you people. I'm telling you. That now you understand why they were telling lies against IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra, Igbo. Have you now seen the reason? Because the Fulani is very clever. They know only these people can fight them. Only the East can fight them. Only the East can, I'm telling you, to be honest with you. Only us can fight is the truth. It doesn't matter how jealous you get, that is your business. Only the East can stop the Janjaweed. They went to the Middle Belt, they convinced them before the war in 1967. Igbo man is your problem. Hey, Igbo man is your problem. Oh, can't you see what they're doing? Today, Middle Belt is gone. They are slaves. When a respected Yoruba academic in his father's compound is telling you that my own forest has been taken over by Fulani, tell me why a Yoruba person will be working for Facebook or Channels TV or Punch and suppressing the truth. Just explain that to me. I want to understand. Does it mean that they want to kill themselves? They want to self-destruct? They want Fulani to take them over? Is that what it seems to me? That it seems to be this death wish inside some of them. That Fulani should come and take them over. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? I'm asking you. That is why everybody must support IPOB in what we are doing and support ESN. I'm telling you the truth. Very, very sad indeed. Extremely sad indeed. I do not know for the life of me. I have no idea for the life of me why things are the way they are. But believe you me, we are going to get to the bottom of it. Fulani can try as much as possible to distort this very reality of the aggression. If you know that girl called Kadira Ahmed, if you know Garba Shehu, if you know any of the Janjaweed governors from the north, go and tell them that in times gone by, they could have succeeded in using BBC to deceive the world. They can no longer deceive the world. The BBC can no longer deceive the world on behalf of Fulani terrorists. This very narrative they are trying to peddle, this false narrative they are peddling, that they are the victims, must be quashed by everyone. Quashed, because they are lying. They are lying. There is nothing like, I tweeted it, there is nothing like a header farmer crisis. No. How can you have it? Okay, Wole Soyinka was in his house and you drove cattle all the way from Katsina into his house and you're telling me there's a header farmer clash. Who are the people looking for trouble? Is it not those that brought cattle into his farm? Black people, black. Hey, God. No wonder there is no running water, no light. No good schools, no hospitals. How can people that reason this way expect to experience what good life is all about? How is that possible? You say there is a farmer-header clash. Where was the farmer in his or her farm in the south? Where is this head? All the way from Niger Republic, from Chad, from Mali, with cattle and AK-47. How can you say there is a clash? Why can't the media in Nigeria say that Fulani Miyetiala, that they are the aggressors? Because unless there is a saying where we come from, I don't want to Bright to interpret for me. Can anybody interpret for me? Can you call your mother? Let me see if she can interpret this for me, please. If you preside over two people fighting or contesting for something, if you don't arrive at the decision where one person is responsible for the aggression, that means you're a deceiver and you're a liar. Because before they came before you, there was something. They are fighting. Two people are fighting. And how can you say that two people are fighting and both of them are the aggressor? Somebody must have started the fight. In the case of the zoo called Nigeria, the Fulanis are the people that started this very fight. Let us stop being very timid. Let's stop shrinking. Like a violet, we must come out and speak the truth. And that's what I'm doing today. To the hearing of the whole world. Fulani people are the aggressors. They brought death and mayhem. They gave AK-47 to murderers and to killers, to rape at will. Fulani people are the problem. They are in the army. They are raping Biafran women in the army. Fulani people are the problem. They are in the police in nowhere. They are the ones who are destroying our people in nowhere. Fulani people are the problem, and they will continue to be the problem. What is your mother? I want you to interpret something for me. The world is listening. Ekpa will Ekpa. In English, I will say it in Igbo, you put it in English. Ekpa will Ekpa.
Any judgment without any verdict, that means it's false. Without declaring anybody guilty, that means it's false. It's a false judgment.
It's a false judgment.
And it's not true.
It is not true. Any time you adjudicate or you preside over two people fighting, somebody must have started that fight. Is that correct? Whoever started that fight should be blamed for it and not the victim. You cannot come to a fight and say, oh, as I doing now in this, oh, they are fighting now. Let's resolve it. Who is the architect? Who is the instigator of the fight in the first place? They are the ones causing trouble. They are the ones carrying AK-47. They are the ones in the police. They are in the army. Every security apparatus, they control it. Everybody from top to bottom. There is no Fulani standing trial anywhere. They said, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, bring out all the Fulani who are standing trial. No, not one person, they cannot produce one. Not one single soul. Thank you very much. Thank you. Not one single soul. Not one single soul were they able to produce. That is why, as I was warning all of you, when the late Buhari was appointing his brothers, his cousins, none of you people forgot federal character. All of a sudden, the same federal character that some people used to undermine Jonathan, the same federal character. All of a sudden, all of you kept quiet. That was when it dawned on me that you Nigerians, you are cowards. You only fight people who cannot subdue or subjugate you. We are the only ones that faced the monster, Fulani Janjaweedism. Only IPOB did in the whole zoo. Only IPOB did. No other entity. Only IPOB and the grace of God Almighty in heaven. And we said no to Fulani Janjaweedism, and we are still saying no to it. And we are saying no even to the damnable Zoological Republic. If you are in Nigeria, your land will be gone. If you remain in Nigeria, Fulani will take your village. Fulani will take your forest. They will take it. If you don't know, let me remind you. Let me remind you. That is something that you must know. That is why they don't like. That is why Facebook doesn't. You're about people working for Facebook. That's why they don't like us. Can I not say the truth? I must say the truth. It has to be spoken. It has to be spoken. It has to be spoken. They want to take our land. They think they're smart. No, they cannot jump to bed. But you were the ones that sent soldiers to kill me. You went to court and you testified that you were chasing a truck laden with explosives into my compound. That was what you said. The same people who now come out from channels. He's the worst criminal ever. He helped him and he fled. You see how Fulani is trying to twist the truth? And all of you, anyway, you all do in this OG. They twist it and then you fall for it. You fall for it. All of you were there. The people that went to, journalists that went to school, they write prescribed. You ask
Tutors, it's showing you're having connection issues. Please check it before we commence. We are setting up studio, so all of us be patient. So check your
president. You can see how Fulani dealt with them in the middle belt. They cannot speak. They cannot talk. Only if they're supporting Arewa consultative forum. That's the type of country you want me to be part and parcel of. Somebody wrote very brilliantly. Adedamola Adetayo. Let me tell you what he wrote. Remember this, the Aruga. You have forgotten Uruga. Remember their waterways bill. They want to take over our rivers and our streams. They want to take over our lakes. They want to take over every water reserve, be it natural or man-made. They want to take our land. What they did to Hausa people, because some of you are dumb, you are daft, you are idiotic. Of course you are black, or what do I expect? This you. Then what? Immediately said, this is our condition for peace. If not, one or two people that I read, everybody kept quiet. Can you imagine somebody coming and saying, you have to give me land in your state. You must give me land. If you don't give me land, there'll be no peace. And the same people are coming out and saying that Fulanis are being victimized. I don't know where these people are. Sometimes, maybe one day I'll keep preaching. You know, if you keep looking into the pit, a very deep pit, you may fall into it. I should stop interrogating the stupidity of a black man, because I don't want to be as stupid as some of them are. This UG, they believe black people are useless. I'm being honest with you. They are useless. Some may say, oh, he's eccentric. I'm telling you the truth, it's a fact. If you don't agree today, tomorrow you will agree. Forget all the grammar. Forget all the PhD, CCD, FFD, all that rubbish. A black person is an embodiment of idiocy. Stupidity personified. How can you be there before your two koro eyes? You will see them. They said they want Ruga. It has failed. They lobbied and they are saying, if you want us Fulani to stop killing people, if you want us to stop raping your mothers and abducting your sisters, you must give us land in every state. Child, and you still believe in one Nigeria. I have never seen this type of idiotic mentality before, honestly speaking. This Adeta your route, the Ruga on paper is telling us that the government will take our land in all the 36 states of Nigeria. The lands will be dedicated. That's why they want ranching. You know you do ranching now. From there, as Shoyinka said, people must reason and think. Shoyinka said they came into my farm, and every day now my forest is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. That is what they will do with their Ruga. They put Ruga in your state. With one cattle, it turns to 2 cattle, to 3 to 4. By the time you know it, you have a Sariki. Sariki Gida Oka, you don't have one already. Or maybe Sariki Gida over. By the time you know it, you have an emir. They will say, no, it's only for the Islamic community. It's only for the Muslim community. Before you know it, the Eze of Owerri will be killed. And Britain will step in and say, oh, you're one Nigeria. After all, you have Igbos in Kano, in Kaduna, doing business. Why don't you allow them? It's one Nigeria. And then we'll be gone. And when we die and we face judgment before the throne of God, God will ask us, what did you do when all these things happen? You will tell them that I'm a Nigerian. I believed in one Nigeria. And God will ask you, did you create the Nigeria that you believe in? He will say, no. Who created Nigeria for you? A fellow mortal. His name is Frederick Lugard, and the girlfriend Flora Shaw. God will call Satan direct, there and then, to come and take you. No angel will escort you to hell. God will even give Lucifer permission to come and take you from where you are and go and roast you in hell. Because that's how foolish you are. That's how foolish you are. I don't like pampering idiots. The government of the zoo, they want to give everything to cattle farmers. All your so-called politicians, none of them is saying anything. How can somebody come and say we want land by force in your state and all of you are quiet? Because they know you cannot revolt. They know you cannot fight. They know that when push comes to shove, you all run away. They know that it is only IPOB and ESN that I'm saying it without apology to any monkey. They know it's only IPOB and ESN that can fight. So their job is to stop you from aligning with IPOB and ESN. That is their job. Once they do it, they have succeeded. That's all they want to do. Therefore, the history, all this compromise, the danger with the TV and newspapers. And they'll be writing rubbish every day, and they'll keep writing this junk, and they will convince you eventually. Because of the effect of fluoride in toothpaste that some of you are taking every blessed day. And you don't know the meaning of it. But one day I'll lecture you on it if I have not done so in the past. The majority of occupants of Ruga that will be established in your state will be Fulani. And when they ask about don't you have Southerners in Maiduguri? The Southerners in Maiduguri, the properties they acquired, was it with the help of the government? You see what they are doing in broad daylight. They are doing it now. You know, that was why I said, I have said this many times in secret, and I will also say it in public. We need unity in the South to defeat these people from the North. If we allow our parochial dispositions, if we allow our narrow-minded thinking, if we allow greed, envy, and jealousy to overwhelm us, if we allow the state of perpetual envy to eat us up, Fulani will take our land. Fulani will take our land. Have you seen what is happening to us? That was why today, earlier this morning, I had to congratulate our media for the great work they've been doing, all of them, for the work they have been doing. If not for them, what do you think? Do you see a white man wants your population to be reduced? Do you think he's going to care who kills you in Africa? Is that what you think? There is war going on in Ethiopia. Do you think they give a damn? The more you kill yourselves, the better. They brought HIV to kill you. Maybe that one is not working very well. They have tried everything they can to murder all of you. And you are helping them to kill yourselves. They say good riddance to bad rubbish. The more, in fact, if you all can kill yourselves, all the 200 million of you, is better for them. They want to establish Ruga only for Fulani people. Why are they doing this? Because you are answering one Nigeria. The more you answer one Nigeria, the more your space, your land will continue to diminish. The more, now they're in a hurry. Because they know that if they succeed, I'm sure the zoo wouldn't, if they succeed to 2023, they know that power will change hands. It will come to the South. Once it comes to the, I don't care who it is. Once it comes to the South, they know their game plan is over. Why do you think that Garba Shehu and the so-called presidency, why do you think the Fulani oligarchy, the caliphate, they hate IPOB so much? And they hate Nnamdi Kanu with a passion. Why do you think they hate me so much? Why, I'm asking? Is because they know we are the obstacle. IPOB is the obstacle. IPOB, Radio Biafra, that was why they tried to shut down Radio Biafra. Had they succeeded then, all these things people are saying these things, oh, but what you're saying is true, oh, it's true. Will you be saying it? Will you be saying it? That tells you all you need to know. That is why we are unstoppable. That is why Chukwu Kikabiyama keep opening doors for us, avenues for us to keep propagating this very gospel of heaven. That is why we will succeed, or we have succeeded where others have failed. Is any governor giving us money? Is any politician bankrolling? Is there any billionaire behind us? The answer is no. It's the grace of God Almighty in heaven. And now everything that IPOB said, everything they've been agitating for, is now a reality in the lives of the doubting Thomases. It doesn't matter how much grammar you speak. It doesn't matter how well you think you're prepared. The Fulanis, they have the money. They have the best consultants around the world. They also have media. They control the media all over the world. You cannot do anything. They have the might of British diplomacy behind them. Behind them. If you don't know, let me tell you. So you are doomed. If you're from the South or from the Middle Belt, shouting one Nigeria, you are doomed. It's only a matter of time. And as you're drowning, as you're dying, as you're being raped to death, as you're being slaughtered on the highway, as your land is being taken from you, you remember one thing. You'll be saying to yourself, but this is what I've been hearing on Radio Biafra. IPOB has been saying this for a very long time. And here I am now dying like a wretched animal because I did not listen. Do you think the Fulani will stop? Do you think they are ever going to stop from taking over your lives? They will never stop. If you want example, look at the Hausa people. Look at all the ethnic nationalities in the core north. Look at their lives today. If you don't learn from them, you're even more foolish than I thought. Fulani headsmen, Fulani herdsmen, Fulani terrorists, Miyeti Yala. It is either that somebody said it's either that the Fulanis are very, very smart, or they have foreigners thinking for them. Of course, Britain is thinking for them. It's Britain that's thinking for them. You will see, BBC shouldn't be in Nigeria just to prove. Hey, they are worse than Lucifer. BBC, they shouldn't be in the zoo. BBC has never come out before to say that the Fulani committed one atrocity or the other. Even when they were ravaging Jos, Matthew State, BBC never reported it. When they entered inside Benue, and Mieti Yala openly said that Benue State is a spoil of war, BBC never reported it. When the late Buhari said that Boko Haram, any attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North, BBC did not carry it. They never will. It is the wish of BBC and some segments of the British establishment that the Fulanis take over your lives, because they can control the Fulanis. They are the Janjaweed, they know nothing. All they want is, remember what Luga said about them? They just want a free life to buy houses in Dubai, buy houses all over the world, but not to develop their own land. They don't have it in them. That is why they only allow their own children to go to school. Other people's children cannot go to school because...
Okay, my people, we will pause here. It is always an unending experience when we hear our Onyendo speak to us. It's always so refreshing, as if he's there on his mic, speaking to us one-on-one as usual. Yeah, so we will pause, then later we will continue to play. And that will be maybe when we want to get our cup of coffee beside us. So good morning once again. I want to greet everybody in the house. And the number one announcement is for you to share the space. Please, sharing is free. Share the space so that others will see and join. It's not too long that we started, and we are, I think, 66 now in the space, so we can forge ahead because we have so many things to talk about. You can see there that we have the topic into two. We have the Brgie and the US standing against terrorism, and though it is combined, and then today is the D-Day of the protest in the US, in Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States of America. So we have a lot to talk about. So get prepared. Good morning, my co-host, Madam Key. Good morning, David, our professor. Good morning, Reg and Fury. Okute the Rock, good morning. Toti, good morning. Senior citizen, good morning. Babe, it is now that I know who owns this babe, and I've been calling babe. I have been calling babe to speak, not knowing that the babe, the original babe, is up there. This should be a bit Chicago. A bit is happening in your area. We need videos, we need updates, we need documentaries. Yeah. Biafra Liaison, good morning. 1 million after you tell me what happened. Oh, I woke up, I didn't hear anybody talking again. Everywhere was dark. I said, what happened? You tell me what happened before we continue. Yes, so Freedom, Cyprian, good morning. Clement, good morning. Senator, good morning. Babao, Babao, Babao. BMO, we missed you yesterday. Good morning. Simon Ekpa, Hardcore, good morning. Frank, good morning. Chris, Emmanuel, Messi, Yakabi. Simon again, Simon Ekpa again, Ancestral. Wow. Sai, we are so beautiful here this morning. Solomon, good morning. Atchuku, Nkechi, Alozie, Rapuruchi. Now I can pronounce your name, Rapuruchi. I don't need to pay fine. Vision, Ikenna. Log, Sam, Gift Frank, good morning. Chime, Obichime, good morning. Iget Wayo, that is why we are gathering this morning. Veteran, hey, our minister, love, I hope she's the one. Good morning. AK, good morning. Blessed, good morning. Legend for real, good morning. Attitude, oh, Ogene, good morning. Success, hey. This will be either au revoir, good morning. Oluoma,
Au
good
revoir.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. Well,
They thought that is au revoir. No.
good morning, Frida. Good morning. Ogochu, good morning. Doris, good morning. Obiageli. Why I'm saying good morning? Oh, you see, my life is even afternoon here. Oh, Guinea. You see, as I'm saying good morning, first thing when we wake up and see people in our side, our tradition has always taught us to say good morning. Yes, so because you cannot jump to good afternoon before saying good morning. So that is why I'm saying good morning. So forgive me if this is midnight, afternoon, evening, or morning in your place. So just accept the way it is, okay? Be blessed. Good morning, Dika. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, and everyone in the anonymous section. I said good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Yes, welcome once again, my people. Today is going to be a very, very long day. I welcome you all to this space. And before I go further, okay, let me just say one or two things. By the time we want to pass the mic, our co-host will tell us what really happened last night. that I could not hear anyone again. Yes, we have a topic this morning that says, we have to abbreviate some things.
The spirit was willing, but the flesh was weak. I think that was what.
It is the highest, this is the day we got the highest people that tune in, almost 10,000. Biafrans know where to go and get the real truth. And some people were there more than 10 hours with only 700 people listening to their jargons, and most of them were Nigerian agents. So imagine almost 10,000 people upon the gra with internet, upon this and that, people still tuning because they know where to go. Yes, the more they attack us, the more they lose their members, because people are tired of gossips. They want to be educated. They want to know what is the next step that Brgie is doing, or what has Brgie been doing. They want to know who is in charge of our military. They want to know who is taking care of our BDF. And when they go there, they cannot hear anything like that. Instead, they'll be hearing, I swear with my 100 million fingers and toes and this and that. And the latest one, US May. US May. So they are not even sure of what they are saying. Now they're beginning to accuse.
Not be juju be that.
Now they're beginning to accuse US by saying US may be using our APM against us. You are saying US may. When the time comes, you are going to prove it. And this is one of the how do you call this thing against NGOZI? Lawyer, give me now. This is one of the case against NGOZI. Yes. And it is written, I think it was about United States of America, something like that.
One of the indictments.
Exactly, one of the indictments. And Nigeria have started again by saying that US may be using our APM against Biafra. I hope people that knows him very well should go and drag his ear and say, this drum that you are beating, hey, when they call you out to come and dance, I hope you have the evidence, because Ngozi Nang is running kitty, looking for evidence. Ha. It is not against, you are saying US, gong. This thing that you have jumped in, it will be easy to pull you out. Hey, okay. If anybody is close to his family, they should call him to order. Because now they have lied, and they are going into asking a group about information why our Sonia Akparawa's account has been suspended. Lies upon lies. So Biafrans know where to go and get authenticated information. I don't know the mistake they made by bringing out AI, and the wrong people that have used this AI now are Nigerians, and they're abusing it. Because I know sensible Biafrans will use AI for educative purposes, not for propaganda. Because AI is just there to guide you. Whatever you type in is what the AI will respond to. If you say you hate this person, what should I do? They will generate haters word for you and create a catalog for that. You don't blame them. That is how they have been programmed to. So I don't know why people will be going to AI to come and teach Biafrans with using propaganda. Anyway, so the point is that Biafrans, they know where to go and get their verified information. And that is why the number of people that tune in, the difference with theirs was only 3 hours. We got almost 10,000 while they were in hundreds. Hey, David kills in thousand. Oh, what was that one? Saul killed in hundreds. Brigi. Guinea, Brigi move with thousands and millions, so while coup plotters move in hundreds. You see, it is already playing out. Hey, my people, it is already playing out. Thousands and millions are following Brigi. Aye, and the topic that yesterday was who to follow. So you see, more than 10,000 Biafrans said, I want to follow Brigi. The original Brigi. Original.
Everyone wants to be free. Everyone wants to be free. Hence, they dance
Yes.
towards this decided.
So, and then their topic was something totally different. While they were castigating the leader of Brigade for now, people said, no, 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 I know where to go. So, Biafrans, thank you so much for always tuning in. But we need that number. If 10,000 people can be donating even one a day, it will take us a very long way. So it's not only in the tuning in must follow with the action. And the action we want is a Gemma and a J. If all of us collectively can donate one, I'm just saying one a J. Hey, imagine where we will be. So if you have decided now to follow Brigi, we have a data for that, evidence-based, factual based, we've seen it. We don't need to go and look for a pastor to come to our media space to tell us. We saw it. If you think I'm doubting, go back and look at it. So if all of us could turn up like this to come and declare your support for Brigi, why not support it with your Ejema? Tomorrow is our fundraising. Yes, tomorrow is our fundraising. You don't even need to wait till tomorrow. You can you can donate anytime. But please make sure you are going to the right website. Anything that will take you to the old website, run away from it. It doesn't exist. The old website does not exist. Please, nobody should make mistake and go to the old website to drop their AJ, Ma and AJ. We have our website. Yes, so this topic, I will not talk much because a lot of people have so many things to say. It's just an introductory message. I will just, tap some things and then leave it for everyone to talk, because that is the difference between our space and the coup plotter space. Everybody have the right to speak. Nobody will shut you down. And the last message here is that if you are here to distract us, you are in the wrong place. So kindly pack your load, as others in the coup plotters are saying that they've already packed their bags, waiting for once PM come out and say he's with Brigi, they will run away. So now is Brigi's space and here is Brigi's space. If you feel you can come here and distract us, one like the lie will kick you out. Is a promise. So if you're in the listening side and you are a sabo, just respect yourself and stay there and be listening to the gospel of redemption. So yeah, this topic, as you see, is not just a headline. Yes, so it has to cut across the international policy. It has to cut across human rights advocacy. Yes, so especially in our quest for self-referendum. Yes, our demand is not about repeating it every time what we need the government to do for us. We are out there today in Washington, D.C. They will soon gather to tell the whole world what is happening with our two leaders. Yeah, so the first part is about standing against terrorism. Brigi and US stand against terrorism. Protest today for release of our Onyendu and our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa. So when we hear the word first stand against terrorism, what does that mean? Yes, so what does that mean? So we saw the alliance that we have now with the US, and Brigi stand on that with the US, especially when it has to do with the detention of Onyendu and our PM Simon Ekpa Njoko. All of them fought against terrorism. They did not commit any crime. And today, even in the history, the US counter-terrorism efforts primarily always target non-state actors. They always target this extremist group. We can see now the new, it's not new, it has been existing. ICE is also ransacking everywhere to make sure they deport all these terrorists that have come into the US to disrupt their peace, to cause violence in their land. They are also fighting. So US in this case now is concerned not only for them, but their concern is for global security. Yeah, preventing all these attacks from threatening international peace. Because if you say a US is peaceful and other countries are not peaceful, then the attack will still, find a way back to penetrate into their country. So that is why US have come into alliance with Brgie to make sure they fight this act of terrorism and push them out to where they belong. It is better they go back to their country. So our Brgie is also combating state-sponsored terrorism. Yes. So for us Biafrans, terrorism is not just confined to non-state actors. Yes or no. So it encompasses the systemic and violence, intimidation going on every day in our land. Yes, and we have also showcased it today in the detention and the human rights abuse and lack of due process faced by Biafran activists all over the world and within Nigeria, by all these state-sponsored terrorism that is going on. So now, today is a very great day for us in the US and in the world at large. They have to listen to us. So both the US and the Brgie seek environment where human rights are respected. If they did not seek this environment, there is no way they will have an alliance with us. And not only seeking, they want to address the root cause of this conflict. They must address it, because that is why our people believe if you want to solve any problem, you have to go to the root. What is the root cause of all this problem? So the detention of our MNK and our PM, regardless of the accusers, become a focal point where these principles are being tested. So now we understand why we have gathered here today. Yes. So understanding now will allow Brgie to breach, this is our government, these grievances with universal appeals for justice, which is one of the conditions, and they wrote down in that paper for US. So they've invited the US to expand this anti-terrorism to include all these state actions that destabilize peace in our region. Yeah, so this protest today is very, very important. As I'm speaking and addressing it the way I understand it, this topic was put together by our indomitable professor, His Excellency David. I just had to crop it together so that it can enter this space. So a hand of applause to our a hand of applause to our lecturer, indomitable His Excellency Ogini David Nana. And if you have not subscribed to his YouTube channel, kindly do so by name the questionnaire. That is where you go. And first of all, you must worship in this channel before you come here, so that you can understand, because there is always a correlation in what he is saying in his channel and what we continue here in this space. Hey, so so now let's just take a look at our PM. Yes, so in a critical international dimension. Yes. Okay, can I continue, my people?
Continue.
Yeah, so while our Onyendu is in Nigeria detention for 5 years now, our PM is currently detained by Finnish authority based on charges of inciting terrorism and promoting violence. And we all know that those charges are lies from the pit of hell. Those are the charges that NGOZI Orabu Fulani, Imam Madabulai Mohammed and all his cohort put their pen together, put their signatures together, including Ajere, Adadi Oranjo, including Choma, all of them. because they cannot tell me that they are innocent about the detention of our PM. All of them put their signatures together, and every other group that has been attacking our PM, they put together their signatures and signed for him to be detained. We all know that that is pure lie from the pit of hell. So he is currently, for those that may say, what are these people talking about? Yes, we want to tell you that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is currently and unjustly detained by the Finnish authorities based on these charges of terrorism, which is also smelling in their own country right now. I saw a video last week, jihadist people have gathered, waving their flags in the same Finland. What are they going to say about that? Who is promoting that in their own country? Is it our PM? The answer is no. You see? So these they say promoting violence, largely stemming from activities related to Biafra agitation. We are peaceful people. Yes. So Simon Ekpa's PM detention in Finland is a direct result of Finnish legal processes. Yes. Often influenced by intelligence and diplomatic pressure from Nigeria, and also internal enemies that were there in Brgie, laughing with him, eating with him, dining with him. And they turned out to become the Judas of our time. They sold our two leaders, one to Nigerian government and one to Finland government. So the protests in the US for Simon, our PM, release will not only in indirectly pressuring Nigeria to drop its accusation, but also now the US government will have to use their diplomatic influence on Finland, because we are going to serve them later today and say, come on guys, you've kept our PM for too long. Things are already happening in the US. Diplomatic relations and meetings and engagements have already kickstarted in the US. Why are you still keeping our Prime Minister? Release him because he is innocent. You see? So this will ensure that his fundamental rights are respected. Yes, so that is why we are calling on Finland today and said, if you have been joking with us, it is time for you to drop the jokes, because we need our PM to be released to us as soon as possible. Yes, as soon as possible. He did not incite any violence at all. Now, my people could be asking, why are we going to protest in the US? You don't know what US is? Some people may be asking that question. Why not go and protest in Nigeria? If we go to Nigeria, they will kill all of us. They have done it before, and they will continue to do it. So that is why we are going to the center of the world. Yes, US is the center in the globe. Somebody is requesting for a mic. Let me just give this person here. Okay, Madam K. Oh, my co-host dropped. All right. So, as our people will be protesting this morning, they have direct access to US policymakers. So when they protest in Washington, D.C., that place they say our APM used to carry briefcase and go, and we have seen the result of his briefcase. Yes, so they don't have mouth to talk again. Now they're saying may, US may. And then they now, towards the end of the topic, I saw my suggestion. You see, that they know that Biafrans have come to realize that they have been telling lies. Now they're using may. Then towards the end, my suggestion. You guys came very, very late. So protesting in Washington, D.C., and every other major cities in the US offers a direct visibility to the United States Department, which we have already registered, Brgie. Yes, so, and the United Nations as a whole, because people will say, what is happening there? And this also provide opportunity to lobby for specific actions. It's just like you that want to go and do a wedding ceremony in your home country or burial ceremony. You would love to go to where, when you host it, people will say, Ebano. Ebano. It's not good to go and do it right inside if your village is so remote, except you don't need people to come and be throwing money on you and appreciating you. Now, if you want people that will pass and say, Ebano, so that it will be the latest wedding in town, you have to go to the center of attraction in your community. That is what Brgie have done. They have taken the protest to the center, which is Washington, D.C., so that when lawmakers are passing, they will say, who are those people standing there? Aha! Who are those people standing there? They will see our flag, flying. People will be waving our flag. We don't need to tell US people what to do. They know exactly what to do. Yes, so I love the way they've taken it to Washington, D.C., and how they will go and serve a Finland embassy there with a letter that is properly written and approved by our attorneys and our lobbies, because now they are also the gatekeepers. You see, everything has to be approved by them, so that in case anybody say I'm taking them to court, they'll know that we already have a legal support, a legal backbone. Aha. So now these lobbies now will also, intensify to sanction against Nigerian officials. Yes, so, and it will also help in diplomatic intervention. You see what is going to happen at the end of this protest today? Yes, so this protest elevate the cases of our MNK and our PM from the isolated incidents that they wanted to hide. They wanted to hide this thing, but now Brgie has taken it to the center of attraction. When I said center of attraction, it is Washington, D.C. that I'm trying to talk about. So they were trying to isolate this incident from the face of the world leaders. You see, but they came very, 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 very late. So this can lead to increased international scrutiny on Finland government that is also handling our PM's case. Once they get the letter, they are not going to hide it, because media personnel will be there to take record of everything that is happening, including Nigeria. I don't even know. Our alias was saying that Nigeria don't even have ambassadors again in their embassies. So they have all run away. You see, Nigeria has collapsed. Nigeria has collapsed completely. So as they are protesting in the US, someone detained in Europe on charges stemming from Africa. The Brgie focuses on a critical word, dialogue among allies. So it promotes the US to discuss with Finland authorities and US counterparts, because you cannot mention Finland and forget about to mention the EU. They are part of this detention of our PM. Yes, they have to be involved. They also have to be served, and later for them to know that what they did to our PM is illegal. So we are not only crying for help today, we are also using it as a diplomatic instrument. And we are using it to leverage on American moral and political capital to achieve human rights for our leaders, and to also achieve freedom for our leaders. I think, let me just pause here. The introduction I wanted to make has passed introduction. Again, when I want to talk, if you don't ring bell for me, I will talk to you I will talk to you tomorrow. So my people, welcome, 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 welcome. I will yield the mic. What happened, Nki? Hold on, let me send it again. Yeah, so I'll yield my mic here for my co-host, Honorable Minister Madam Nki, to say hi to Biafrans this morning. Are you there, Nki?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just accept. We multitask. Yeah. Yeah, because you think like when you see us on space, we're not doing any other thing. No. When it's your turn, you just be holding your device. When it's your turn to speak, you come up quickly up and say something.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we call
Exactly.
it, multitasking. All right.
Exactly.
So what are we on today? Yeah. My host tutors have already spread the greetings. But what about people on the down that we have not said hi to? Mazi Aludo, Chimazo, Nwa Biafra, Emmanuel, you've been greeted. Emeka Izude, the legend, attitude, Don, Obiora Obi, Ogochukwu, Doris, Nwanne Sam NZ, Oma Innocent, Friday, Benjamin, the UNESCO. All right, gift. everybody. Welcome. Yeah. So I appreciate everybody. Oh, tech guy, no. Oh, and we send our greetings, Dr. David. Yeah, your channel was so lovely. This yeah, you've really upgraded, and we are sure that you keep continue to improve as all of us support you. We are so proud of you, Dr. David. All right, my sweet brother, Rage and Fury Toti, welcome. Senior citizens, welcome. All right, the it was already greeted, so let me not just waste more time in greeting everybody all over again. All right, so this is a fresh day. Yeah, we have dedicated ourselves to hold things down as we await humble return of maybe hopefully when PM comes, we will stop pedal. But for now, we must keep up our spaces. Very important. Apart from that, apart from the need to hold things down, yeah, and gather our people in one place, instead of them out of looking for spaces to go to, they will go and start joining all these nonsense spaces that are not teaching anything, except especially those ones that are sorry, trying to steal our bricky space. Yes, but all said and done, our people are not fools. They know the fake one and the real one. All right. So, what is our topic today? Yes, very lovely topic, and definitely when you organized by our prof. All right, Brigi US stand against terrorism. Yes. Okay. Let's start with that one first. Why does United States hate terrorism? Yes, all of us must chook mouth on this topic today. Yes, so it's not only sitting and then listening. Yeah, but there's a lot of teachings that will be involved in this particular topic today, because we know one of our attractive offer to our America is to come and deposit their military base in some sections of the Biafra territory. Yes, and what is the main purpose of that? Yes, the main purpose of depositing military bases is to combat all these nonsense people that call themselves terrorists, that these other countries push down to some countries like the zoo. Eh, the thing that is happening in the zoo is not originating from the zoo. It's not originating from Nigeria. It's being manipulated and sponsored heavily by other oil-rich Islamic countries. You see it. So that is why some of those nonsense corrupt politicians there, they don't know what to do about it. Yes, because ihe is more than what they can handle. You see all these Arabian countries that are, you see them, they cover themselves in white with white turbans. Now them with the people, main sponsors of terrorism that is going on in Africa, in some countries. Exactly. So as you can see, Burkina Faso have fighting their own and has fought their own to an extent. Yes, so but now all road leads to Nigeria. That is why it is very bad. You see? Because they have conquered Nigeria from head to toe. That is why every terrorist that comes from it, they push it down to Nigeria and give them arms and ammunitions. You see it. So that is why it is of utmost importance. Our number one offer to US is come and deposit that military. It will solve a lot of problems for us. If you get, because the countries that are involved in these things is countries that are supposed to be combating with the United States in the first place. You see, so it's as I've said before, it's something that will benefit us and also benefit or United States. And why will it benefit United States? In as much as United States is a first world country and they can afford all exotic and sophisticated weaponry. They are manufacturers as well. You see, they are number one in all those things. But why is it of utmost importance? Why do they like depositing those bases in different countries? Why is because these terrorists, those oil-rich countries that sponsors terrorism. They don't want those countries to keep gaining grounds. You see it, because the more they gain grounds, the more it becomes a bit difficult to combat terrorism. General, in the whole, we're talking about in the whole world. You see it. So when they deposit their stuff on any country, their personnel are there, all their equipments are there, their intelligence units are there, their prevent duty units are there. Do people know what prevent duty means? It looks like we have to open another space to teach about prevent duty. Prevent duty means that every single person, be it you're an individual company, you're working in school, you're taking care of children, every person must be at alert to any situation that will rise, that will develop into terrorism, and to help people to not to be radicalized. That is what the prevent duty means. You see? So the zoo is just a nonsense country. That is why all these things are not being practiced in Nigeria. You see, so that is why we are still talking about Biafra, because all these things must be put in place into our laws. You see, so that people will begin to know that radicalization is bad. What do we call it? Hey, there's another one that I'm hi. Anyway, let me just leave it. Let me just talk around radicalization. Yeah. Okay. So that is what prevent duty. They will have their prevent duty unit inside that intelligence. You see, so they work with their own base, and then they also work with the homegrown military inside the host country. So these are all the things that we are talking about today. Combating of terrorism, and the very important it is to us to liaise with America, so that all these things will be, to be tackled. As you can see, these people, they are wanting to gain ground in the whole world. You see how it's spreading, and you can see that Europe, they're already complaining, but they don't they allow this thing to to migrate into them, because because of all this inclusivity law. You need to accept other people's religion. You need to be multiculturalism, all these things. Yeah, but they're over practicing it. No, you don't allow because you want to accept other people's differences. You're spoiling things for yourselves. They are now complaining. You see. So I'm still waiting for United Kingdom, when they will let United Kingdom not allow this thing to get overboard. Exactly. So back to what I want. Back to terrorism. All right. So why is it important that US puts up these bases in different countries? Let me go back there. Good. Gaining grounds. Okay. Let's take for example now this thing that is happening in the zoo. And these Fulani people, they are really pushing hard to see if they will gain 80% of grounds in the zoo. Yeah, let's just hope that they have not gained up to 80% too. So what we are saying is that the sooner the sooner we get this Biafra, and then the better for everybody. You see, because as things are being delayed, these other people are pushing whatever that they are pushing. You see it. So it's of utmost importance that this combination, this partnering and working towards combating terrorism generally, that it happens. All right. What is my next point? All right. Let me go into our protest that is happening today. Okay. So my people, yeah, we are going to extend our gratitude to the people that are going to dedicate themselves to attend the protest today. What is the protest for? The protest is for our Onyendu and our PM. Exactly. So anybody that is going to go today, please, we thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, two people are Though, MID is requesting. Let's bring up Uzoma. So we appreciate people that will attend our protest. Yeah, in the support of Onyendu and in support of our PM, our two leaders. Yeah. Okay, we can move the mic now. Who is going to speak first? All right, Rage, perhaps before Dr. David. Rage, you can go ahead,
Yeah.
Rage.
Can you hear me, my people?
Yes.
Am I the one to speak to another person?
Okay, MID, you can go ahead.
Because sorry, because I'm on the way. That's why when I had bridge, because there is no any other person attached with bridge, meaning creating international relationship between the country.
You see, he's using defense to log in and it has started misbehaving. MID, use MID. Defense is have started misbehaving.
Reg
Can
can go
anybody
ahead
hear me?
now.
Yeah.
Reg can go ahead since he's
MID. You know this. Yeah. Okay, Reg, just go ahead, please. It looks like Reg is not close to his phone. Dr. David.
okay. Good morning, Biafrans. MID, are you ready to speak now, sir?
I don't think so.
Okay, MID is not ready to speak. Yeah, good morning, Biafrans. Wonderful Biafrans.
Yeah.
Lovers of freedom. Students of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Students of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I really appreciate every one of us who is on this space this morning or afternoon or night, depending on your time and your location. First of all, I want to appreciate our sister tutors, our sister Nkiru, for always making sure that we are very much in line and in tune with what is happening, and we try as much as possible to educate our people on what they need to know about what is happening in our government and what is happening in our recognition as well as our liberation from the homeland. It is very important that everybody that is on this space should know that this is government space. In this space, you are going to hear nothing but the truth. Here in this space, we are not here to, carry out propaganda. We are not propagandists. If you are a lover of propaganda, start looking for Madam Vam Vam Vam. Go to his platform. That is where you listen to propaganda. If you want authentic information, this is your platform. If you want verifiable information, this is your platform. If you want to know government information, this is your platform. But if you want to go know about misinformation, AI information, and all the rest of them, propaganda, slander, envy, jealousy, and greed type of statements, look for Madam Vam 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 or look for any other space where Emerson is hosting. Go there and you listen to propaganda, you listen to slander, you listen to all manner of misinformation. But here, we are students of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He told us that we must stand on the path of truth at all times, even if you are standing alone. Because at the end, you must be vindicated. And you know, it is only truth that stands the test of time. And truth is like light. Whenever there is darkness, once once truth comes into that place, the darkness will start giving away. And that is why it doesn't matter anytime we start this space. It doesn't matter anytime, even if you stand it by 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. People that are waiting for the truth, people that really love the truth, will always join the truthful space because they know they are going to be benefit. They will benefit from whatever information that they can get from our spaces. It is verifiable and authentic. So this is very, very important. We are not here for misinformation. Having said that, like our sister said, I want to really appreciate everybody, anybody that will be attending today's protest in faraway United States of America. It is starting by 9 p.m., 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is to protest the release. We want to protest the continued detention of Ohamadike one of Biafra land, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazen Nandekano, who is being held, who was kidnapped from Kenya, held against his will, even when the Nigerian court has freed him. The Nigerian government continued to provoke Biafrans by still holding Mazen Nandekano. So we are using today to make it to the world in America, to tell the Congress, to tell the senators, to remind them and the representatives, to remind Donald Trump that in 2016, Biafrans were killed for celebrating for his release, for his first ever shot at the presidency. When he won the presidency, Biafrans were rejoicing and Nigerian government killed them. Mazen Nandekano, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, that he is still in detention, even after Nigeria committed international crime, went to Kenya, kidnapped him, extraordinarily renditioned him, and still keep him in detention up to today. It is also to let the American people understand the situation that we are passing through in Nigeria. It is also to remind the world, we want to ask them questions. Is self-determination a crime under international law? If it is not a crime, then they should rise up and demand for the immediate release of our leaders, Mazen Nandekano, and our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, because they are being held for fighting for self-determination of their people. If that is not a crime, then the world should rise up and demand for their release. Very, very important. So Biafrans in America, please, we want to see both videos, we want to see pictures as well, so that we can circulate it for people to really understand that Biafrans are really standing very strong for our leader. And I believe the acting Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere, will be in attendance in that all-important protest. So Biafrans, look out for wonderful videos, pictures that will be coming out from Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., State Department, all around the vicinities of America in regard to this very protest. Very, very important. Having said that, this is Brgie Space. Biafra Republic Government in Exile and the United States of America will stand against terrorism and terrorists. This is very, very important. The reason why we, the Biafran people, are fighting for Biafra is because of the terrorism, the terrorist tendencies of the Nigerian state against the indigenous population in Nigeria, not only Biafrans, but we cannot continue to live in a country whereby the president is a supporter of terrorists. The president is supporting Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, Fulani Hesman, Banararafa. All these terrorists, they have about 8 terrorist groups in Nigeria that are terrorizing indigenous population. They are killing people, displacing communities, ravaging communities, raping women, killing children, killing both the elderly and the young people. And we cannot allow all this to continue to happen. While the Nigerian government are in cahoots, while the military, the police, all the security apparatus collude in order to kill the indigenous people. They collude with the terrorists. It means that the Nigerian government, they are the sponsors of this terrorism. Because even the former president, I think it was Babangida, or was it Abacha that said, if insecurity lasts more than a day, know you that the hand of the government is in it. Yes, and that is a fact, because you are the chief security of your people. Just for instance, in a state, you are this chief security officer of your state. If the insecurity in your state persists, I want you to understand that the hand of the governor, the politicians, they have a hand in the insecurity that is happening. In the case of Nigeria, Nigeria is insecurity personified. Nigeria have killed a lot of people, and we must make sure we stop Nigeria. We stop their insecurity in Biafran territory, and that is what we are doing at this time. So Biafrans, we must support the government fight against insecurity. Sister Nkiru, please, I'm being disturbed. I will come back. So thank you so much.
Okay, that's fine. All right, Rage, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, my dear sister, my auntie Kiruka, Madam Tutos. Thank you very much. Biafrans are great. Are grateful for what you are doing. These are great women of Biafra that are moving mountains. We cannot really thank you enough. I greet all the great Biafrans that are here present, all the freedom lovers that have gathered here today to speak. You are welcome to the platform of freedom, to the Biafra Republic government, to the Biafra Republic government in exile platform, where you can hear and get the undiluted truth. In this place, you speak your mind the very way it is. We are not in for propaganda here. You understand? Everything that is said here is the truth. And if you go and verify, you will find out that is exactly the way it is. So I want to really say very big thank you for maintaining the integrity of the Biafra people. And unlike some that live their lives on propagandas and lies. First of all, I greet all our leaders from time immemorial, from the days of Dim Odimegwu up to this very present day. Special greetings to all the Biafra Defense Forces, the young men and women that are defending our babies, our children, our women, our old fathers and mothers, our youth, the entirety of our land. Thank you very much, BDF, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighter, Navy, Air Force, so on and so forth. Thank you so much for the sacrifices that you are paying for us on a daily basis. I also want to say a very big thank you to the lobbyist team, Elijah Solis, as well as the attorney Ahmad Dabiri, even the attorney in Finland that are representing our Prime Minister. Thank you so much. As we all know, today is the day for the protest for the release of our two great leaders, the men that have given it all, the men that did not commit any offense, rather they step forward to protect our civilian people that have been killed by the very Nigerian government and the terrorists that the Nigerian government sponsored. You understand? So, and if you are in the if you are in the US, if you are in America, and you are not part of this protest, like I said yesterday, when you think back to this day, in future time, you will really regret. It will pain you so much. You understand? So, I think the best thing to do is to go and join your brothers and sisters who are protesting for our great leader, to send a clear message to the Finnish embassy right there in US, because US is the center. US is the champion, is the leader of is the leader of the free world. You understand? So which better place can you go and protest? And let me also remind the world that as it is now, as our people are going there to protest, our people will be protected, will be allowed, but you won't see any military, maybe in the US military or US police or security unleashed on those people that are going there to protest. But you dare not try that in Nigeria. If you try it in Nigeria, you will unleash the military, the police, and their different terrorist group that they have created in the name of the Bupago, Dogachi, name it, special forces, and so on and so forth. They will unleash them on to kill innocent protesters. You understand? So this is what we are fighting for in Biafra, a nation where the civilians can protest their dissatisfaction, where they can protest and make their anger, their grievances known to the government, and no police, no military will be unleashed on them to be killed. You understand? Just the way it is right there in America, the way it is right there in the UK, it is right there in European countries, the way it is in Finland. This is exactly what we are fighting for. This is the kind of Biafra we are fighting for. A place where everybody can have a say without the government using any armed thugs or terrorist group in the name of police or military to kill the people. You understand? This is all we are fighting for. So if you are a Biafran or you are a black man, a black African, this is a protest we want you to identify with. You understand? Because like we have always told you, Biafra is going to be a light to Africa. You understand? So your support for Biafra is a support for your freedom, for the liberation, no matter where you are from in Africa. You understand? So people, I want to encourage you, if your mother ties to peace wrapper, if you are from the Biafran region, please kindly go and identify and protest for the release of our leaders that are unjustly detained. One was kidnapped from Kenya by the Nigerian government. One fake propaganda, fake petitions were written against him. They did not even say what he stands for, that he's fighting against the terrorists that are killing innocent baby, children, women. These are the things that he stands against. These are the things he spoke against. Rather, they wrote false petition, and after looking into the evidences, up to now, he's still being kept in the prison in Finland. So Finland, please release a freedom fighter. Release the protector, the defender of women, babies, children of Biafra, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. He committed no crime. He has been living in Finland. He has never committed any crime that is known to the law of Finland. Why now? Is it because he steps forward to fight for the freedom of his people? Which you did? Finland, you fought for your freedom. Were your freedom fighters locked up? Were they influenced? Were your resources used to entice America or the developed nations of at then to lock up your freedom fighters? Why are you doing this? Release a freedom fighter. Release Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And to those of you that are still investing your energy and time in Nigeria, it simply means that you are here to really experience the love of a nation. Because you investing your energy and time in Nigeria is like investing your energy and time in a strange God, in a foreign God, you understand? And that way you can never experience the true love that comes from your nation. If your mother ties to peace wrapper, I invite you, come and embrace your brothers and sisters and build a nation that will be the envy of the world, that the world will be jealous of. You understand? That is the nation of Biafra. There you will experience true love. Then you will experience brotherly love. You will experience sister love. You understand? True genuine love. So if you are still fighting against our freedom, please, you are fighting against yourself. Because in the nation of Biafra, we are not going to know whether you are from Isoko, from Igodo, from Igbo, from Calabar, from Akwa Ibom, from EFIK, from IBIBIO, from ANNANG, from Anioma, from Ika, from Ichekiri, from Ijo, from name it, Gala, Igede, Idoma. Nobody is going to know that. So long as your mother ties to peace wrapper, you will be cared for. So long as you are a Biafran, you will be cared for. So long as you are a human being, you will be cared for. That is what Biafra is bringing on the table. You understand? So if you are still sitting there and attacking, fighting against the freedom of your people, you are fighting against your own betterment. So let all hands be on desk. Like the topic is saying here, BRGIA/US stand against terrorism. Yes, we stand against terrorism. We hate it. We hate to see human being being killed. You understand? Not to talk of women and children and babies. My goodness, these are things that are very foreign to our land. It was back in the days we used to hear such things from the north. We used to hear such things from the north. You understand? And now you can see they have spread it all over the place they call Nigeria. You understand? Now we stand against it. And I want to speak to America. You investing or supporting Nigeria as an entity, you are supporting the people that are going to kill you. You are supporting the terrorists that are going to gain ground and fight against you and attack you in the future. The only people that have the same ideology with you are the Biafran people. They have the same viewpoint towards life with you. They are innovative. They are progressive. They love education. We are educated. Unlike in the north, they say Boko Haram, which is Western education forbidden. Western education forbidden, but you are using Western material, Western weapons to commit your acts of terrorism. You understand? But wherever we go, we build. That is why you see our people all over the world. Every nation of the world that you go to today, you see Biafra, either Igbo speaking Biafra, Isoko Urobo, Igodo Migodo, Ijo, Ika, Akwa Ibom, Calabar, EFIK, IBIBIO, Ikwere, Igala. You see our people all over the world. What are they doing there? They are working so hard to contribute to the economy of their respective countries. They are working so hard to build, not to destroy, not to kill people. So we stand alongside the United States of America in the fight against terrorism, whose head is the Iranian Islamic regime. Not the Iranian people by themselves, because the Iranian people in themselves, they are very loving people, they are peace-loving people. But the Islamic regime led by the Ayatollah Khamenei, that Islamic regime in Iran, this is the head of all the terrorism that is being spread. They are the one that are sponsoring all the terrorism that you see all over the world today. All this Hamas, Hezbollah, ISIS, ISWAP, they are the ones that are sponsoring them. You understand? All these Fulani terrorists, Islamic jihadists you see in Nigeria, they are also the ones that are sponsoring them. This is why you see the leaders of Hamas being hosted by the Nigerian government, the television house in Nigeria, and they came to Nigeria to establish. So sometimes it really beats my imagination. I think I love America under Donald Trump so much because they don't pretend, they're all like Israel. Israel will still be dining with Nigeria. What are you still dining with Nigeria for? Hamas terrorist group that killed your people. Their leaders came to Nigeria and they Nigeria welcomed them. And you, Israel, you are still dining with Nigeria? The people that are welcoming the people that killed your people, killed your innocent babies and children and women, you are still dining with them. What are you dining with them for? Stop this political correctness. That's why I love Donald Trump. Because if Donald Trump doesn't like you, he will tell you, he doesn't hide it. He will say that he doesn't like you. He's the only president that was bold enough to ask the late Buhari, why are you killing Christians in Nigeria? How many world leaders can do that? And the United States of America, they have seen everything that is happening. Even as corrupt as Joe Biden, he was saying that how could a dead man be ruling a whole people for 6 years? You know, after they said that his tenure was over, that was when Joe Biden was saying all of these things. This is like today they come again, they say Buhari is dead for the second time. How many world leaders have sent their condolences? Because the world has seen Nigeria. Nigeria is just like catfish. You know, bathe in the village. When we go to bathe fund like this, after we bathe the whole fund, the whole pond, you see catfish hiding his head inside one corner like that. But his whole body and the tail, the whole body and the tail is outside. But in its mind now, it thinks that it has hidden. We just read there, just hold it by the middle and drag it out. You understand? This is what Nigeria is today. They think that they are hiding, but they don't even know that the world has seen them for who they are. They don't know that the world has seen their terrorism. The world has seen their criminality, their internet fraudster, what they stand for, how they kill innocent civilians, protesters, babies, women, and children. The death of these people is not of concern to the Nigerian government. Rather, their political offices have to get themselves rigged into political offices is what is important to them. So the world has known Nigeria for who they are. So if you are still pitching your tent with Nigeria, you are making a very big mistake. If you are still investing in Nigeria, you are wasting your investment. Investment on a fruitful land. That is what Nigeria stands for. Better you open your eyes right now. To those that were even protesting during NSAS, you would want good governance. You can never get good governance under Nigeria. Because Nigeria as a slave camp was given to keep you in slavery, to keep you in perpetual bondage all the days of your life. So asking for good governance under Nigeria, it is not possible. You must have your free nation as a Biafra nation, as Oduduwa nation, as Arewa nation, or as Middle Belt, whatever nation that you want to call yourself. You must have your own nation. That is the only way you can have good governance. So getting people killed in the name of NSAS protester, I really feel for those that lost their lives during the NSAS because their death is in vain. Because Nigerian youth do not really know the right path to follow. But we are offering you an alternative today. Back in those days, we thought we had no choice that, okay, are we going to die in Nigeria like this? Are we going to suffer? After we suffer, we are dead. We hand over the suffering to our children. Again, they continue. Like our fathers handed over to us. Like their grandfathers handed over to them. Like their great-great-grandfathers handed over to them. Because we thought there was no alternative. But today, we have Biafra as an alternative. If your mother ties two-piece wrapper, why can't you come and join us? Let us fight for the freedom of our nation and be free. And there are in-house internal enemies that are planted everywhere, here and there, that cannot survive without lies and propagandas, like we can see in Madame Raphael Ajiri, aka Wanda Van Vava. Peddling lies here and there. Look at the lies he keeps telling, that the reason group that he and Mazdake asked group, why was the information minister's ex-handle was suspended? And Group told them that because the information minister was involved in fraud, that he was raising funds to do fraudulent activity. My goodness, this man can lie. He should win the world best liar, this Raphael Ajadi. But I'm not surprised because he's a former pastor in Redeem. And this is very common with most Nigerian pastors. This is how they deceive people's wife to have sex with them. This is how they deceive people to defraud them. You understand? So when you see him lying like this, being a former pastor in Redeem, I am not really surprised because it's a trademark. It's a trait that could easily be found in Nigerian pastors. You understand? So I am not surprised. He said sacked information. He's referring to our Honorable Minister of Information, Sonia Parawan. So the question I would now ask him is that the Prime Minister, they claim they are working under Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Is the Prime Minister of which government? He is the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Where is the headquarters of the Biafra Republic government in exile? It's situated in Baltimore, Maryland, United States of America. The address has not changed up to date. The building has not changed. The same building, the same address. The same lobbyists that are working with the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, are the same lobbyists, Elias Gerasulis, that used to come to our spaces when the Prime Minister was not arrested. The same lobbyist is still working with the government. The same attorney, Ahmad Dabiri, is still working with the government. The same Biafra Defense Forces that were unveiled by this very government, Biafra Republic government in exile, are the same Biafra Defense Forces, Biafra Liberation Army Resistance Fighter, Biafra Navy, Air Force, that are still in charge of the defense of the Biafran baby and the entire Biafra land today. So what has changed? At the end of the day, who is sacked? According to the question my brother David Unana asked, thank you very much, David Unana. The look of your new studio is so awesome and beautiful. We are getting there. Who is the ex-deputy minister of information? Uwanda Raphael Van working for? Where is he working from? So Biafrans, be very wise. Because these people are sweet talkers. They can sweet talk you into their lives. They cannot survive without propaganda. They cannot survive without lies. Don't be carried away. If you are freedom minded, if you have freedom mindset, if you are freedom minded, and you are freedom intoxicated, when you see these people, what I do mostly on YouTube is I'm not interested. I am not interested for you to recommend this page. This is what I say. You understand? When I come across them, don't recommend this page to me. Once I block them, I will block them. Then you understand? Do not recommend them for me. This is what you should do because these people, they cannot survive without lies and propaganda. And I've spoken for a very long time, and I will, because of the many hands that are up here, I recognize the presence of my daddy, Emeka Socrates. I love you so much, sir. And to all the great comrades that are here, Hardcore, The Voice, David Unana, thank you for the work you doing for the Biafran people. 1 million, my mommy, tutors, my mommy, Madam Uki, our father Ben Uwabo, and to this great brother, is it Ben Mind? Yeah, you are very awesome. Your thoughts are so spot on. It's good to have you here once again. Thank you very much for all of you, my daddy, BMO, and to all of you Biafrans. Thank you for your messages of love. The love you showed to me, I've never felt this kind of love in my life before. Love Akumpondo. The love you all showed to me. Which name am I going to mention? Which name are you all Biafrans? The love you, something that money cannot. It's something that I've never witnessed, that I've never experienced in my life before. I want to take this time out to say a very big thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for everything that you have done. Sometimes when I saw how Biafrans were worried about me, your worries about me was getting me worried again. I had to send message to few people that, please, so tell Biafrans don't to be worried about me, that I'm getting better. Everything is getting okay, because their worries is even getting me worried in this place. That is the love we are going to get in the nation of Biafra. Thank you very much. I hear the mic here. Oh no, oh no, thank you very much. I hear the
Oh
mic.
my God.
Yes,
Thank you, my
sir.
brother. Thank you, my brother. It's
Yes,
awesome.
sir. So,
Tutus, I beg, make I land my plane. Wait, make I land my plane, I beg. I beg.
I just wanted to appreciate you'll be the next to finish. I was even waiting for you to round up, just to appreciate Rage and Fury. Rage, we love you so much. And what made me to raise up my hand is when you say Ajere went to redeem. Is a member, is a member of Redeem that they tell so many lies. David, I'm coming and you continue. Yes, so you are not far from the truth. If they don't lie, they will not collect tithes from you. They have to lie, and then they make you feel like the world has rejected you if you don't do what the pastor say you should do. They make you feel guilty, and once you feel guilty, you will begin to empty your account. So that is what they do. And he's also having the threat of Afonja. Yes, look at his face very well. That guy is not an Igbo guy. I am telling you the gospel truth. He has lied. If you look at him, his face now is so dry, and his lips are so dry, because no more juice is coming out. When did you see him do birthday again? Did you see him do any memorial day again? Because nobody will go and donate a dime to him. Before, it was this month, my baby is this one. He is working today. Hey, support me, give me super chat. Hey, my concubine is doing like this, is doing like that. Have you heard it again? Another thing we have to look at, since our APM has halted and dissolved and dismembered the so-called CRC, did you hear Ajere give you any update again from Finland? No. There is no update again from them, because the Malai Mohammed was the one that always dash and dish out false information to them, and then he would jump out and say, hey, I will never lie, I will never keep Biafrans in the dark, I will always come out and inform Biafrans what is up. Why has he not informed Biafrans what has been happening since they were dismembered and since they were suspended? Why has he not jumped out? So you are not far from the truth. Welcome back home, my brother. David, I'm sorry. And then number 2, please. We are about 103 in the space, and more than half of us have not shared the space. Please click the button and share the space. It doesn't take anything from you, so that other Biafrans can join and listen to this gospel of redemption as our professor, Honorable His Excellency, Honorable Professor David Nana, wants to continue with his submission. Welcome on board, David.
This one they give me title, I beg go. Where they not come say.
No.
Thank you
David,
so much.
David, even our APM had to tell us that title has nothing to do in this struggle, that you are not getting struggle because you have title. And that was why he led a very good example by addressing our information minister with the title His Excellency, because that is not what will give us Biafra. You understand? Thank you so much. So you are His
Thank
Excellency,
you so
David,
much.
in your own department. Well done.
Thank you so much, my fellow excellencies. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. I beg, waiting rage you talk no far from the truth, but it's not about the Redeemed Church. I beg. It is about individuals. It is about individuals who are fraudulent, who are liars, and who are deceivers. Raphael Ajere, Madam Van falls in that category. He is somebody that his words, even anything that you think that it is truth that is coming out of his mouth, you have to verify it. Very, very important. So thank you so much, Rage. That was a very wonderful submission. And to just round up my line of thought, the reason why America and Biafra stand against terrorism is because we are a nation that believe in the live and let live, you know, proponent of life. We believe in the rule of law. We believe that life is given by Chukwu Okike Abiama himself. And at the appropriate time, when Chukwu Okike calls you, you are going to answer. So that is why we are against those who are terrorists. We are against those who are killing individuals or killing people in order to promote their agenda. So, and America is a very good ally when it comes to those who are fighting against terrorism. More importantly, this current American president, Donald Trump. I just outlined some of the terrorists, some of the individuals that have caused human destruction in this 19th century, from 16th century, 19th century to this 21st century that we are. That this century that we are today, a lot of individuals have caused human destruction using terrorism as a tool. They use it to invade countries. They use it to kill individuals, cause unrest and human destruction. And this is against what we stand for. There are a number of individuals that America have brought down because of their terrorist activities. In 2019, Abubakar al-Baghdadi, leader of ISIS, was brought down by America because he is the leader of ISIS. ISIS that was beheading people, causing havoc all around the world, more importantly in the Middle East. America made sure that he was brought down. The same vein in 2020, Qasem Soleimani, he is the commander of the Iranian forces. He is a terrorist that plans and kills citizens of the world. America brought him down as well. So these are people who are terrorists and terrorizing people